One of my favorite people, some of you young people probably won't recognize the name, but Red Auerbach, who is the famed coach of the Boston Celtics. He one time, just ad-libbing, made this comment. It's the goal of every athlete to get into a groove. But if the athlete stays too long in the groove can become a rut. I've often said it many ways. Good is the enemy of great. And I've seen it too often in too many companies who reach greatness and then sat themselves on a plateau. If you look at what's happening to Sears, if you look what happened to Polaroid, all those organizations, I think, got into nesting. They went from good to great, and then they got comfortable. They liked it where they were. They thought they had arrived. And they stopped looking at the frontier of new greatness. A classical example that has affected us this last year, and to a very large company, a company that went from good to super great, and that was Target. They were one of the best, and still are in many ways, the creme de la creme. But they got into problems, I believe, and others as well, is that they got too comfortable. They started to do what I call nesting, all right? They started working on building a better nest than building a better business. They started hiring people that they wanted to add and not necessarily the ones that they needed. They got so complex that their strategy started to bog down. It took too long to be dynamic, to be effective. Luckily, their new CEO seems to be changing that environment and getting back to that frontier of potential greatness. But the big problem is, and you need to look at your own organization, ask yourself this: as good as you are, do you like it where you are? Or are you still climbing? See, to those that explore the frontier of greatness, there is no top to the mountaintop. They keep climbing. They don't pitch their tent on a plateau.